I'm sure a lot of people have things to learn when it comes to housing and bettering their situation to have more control over it and have more stability. So I think you're the perfect guest for, and the timing for it too. So without actually going lagging any forward, Serenity, I want to jump right off the bat and say, if you can tell us, I'm so curious to know what your story is and how you came about real estate and all.
So real estate actually was a gift to me. My sister, she was taking the classes last February,
Uh huh.
and I actually had just lost my marketing job
Okay.
in January, or like the beginning of February, and then she called me and she said, "You know what? I'm taking these real estate classes, but I think this might be something that's better for you just because of like all the cool stuff you already do and you know how to sell people, blah blah blah."
Right.
So she paid for my real estate pre-license classes, and of course, luckily I didn't have a job during COVID, so it
Mm-hmm.
allowed me to be able to study and like focus in very well. So it was a gift. You know, my real estate license was a gift, but it was important to me to learn something like real estate because of wage gaps and different things like that in black communities, in black and brown communities. And when I was studying, I was like, there's just so much that we don't know.
Right.
And it's so, you know, some of the stuff is very simple. A lot of people can
Right.
be in better positions than they are, you know, different
I
things like
so
that.
relate to that. I so
Yeah,
relate to that.
and I also lost my home to a fire in
Oh.
2011. You know, my family, we lost everything, and real estate kind of turned into one of those things that was like, how do we not be in a situation like that again? Like, my family was homeless. You know, we didn't have insurance, so we didn't get any money back for
Hmm.
that, and it's because of the lack of knowledge. You know, so for me, I love educating. Like my background is in digital marketing and I teach teenagers how to do digital marketing. So for me it was like, man, like what can I teach some people? What can I encourage people to do to make passive income, long-term income, helping myself make long-term income and everything like that. So, you know, that's kind of how I got my start into real estate. So, she's coming back for my outfit? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, that's okay. That's so awesome. And one thing that popped up from your answer right off the bat was the you how you took the opportunity and turned it into a gift, and now you're referring to it as a gift. That's really really wonderful. Many
Exactly.
people, but many people when situations happen to them, many people tend to take the position of a the person who got the short end of the stick, the victim, and they start pointing fingers outwards just to not deal with the problems. But what I see from your situation is you actually took the matters in your own hands. You got the opportunity, luckily, from your sister, but it takes two to tango. You got the opportunity. If you didn't do anything with it, it wouldn't have mattered. You actually turned that into a gift, into a real estate. Now look, we're on a podcast together, and
Exactly.
God knows who's watching. Maybe someone from
Exactly.
the company that, let's say, you're working with, or the client that you're trying to close the deal on. Maybe someone's watching or gonna hear something and gonna say, that person, I relate with that story, and I feel like I know about this person even more. Let me call this person out for this real estate needs,
Exactly.
for example. So that's amazing.